Hi everyone. I just came from office hours and I got into some interesting conversation with my patient. They talked about eating protein. First of all, nobody is out there eating protein. There is no food that is strictly just 100% protein. Everything we consume, every macronutrient we eat in the context of food. And we have to consider the entire thing you're eating in that context. There are many different foods that contain protein. You could be eating a protein bar, which is protein plus some sugar and fat and emulsifiers and congealers and coloring and all that sort of thing. You could be eating protein in terms of chicken or beef, which is protein plus saturated fat, the heart attack provoking artery clogging fat and cholesterol and pro-inflammatory products. You could be eating protein in beans or legumes, which is protein with fiber, with antioxidants and things like that. So you cannot talk about eating protein in isolation. So this idea of just eating protein and getting your protein up is kind of like a misconception. Think about the foods that you're eating and the constituents of that food and the overall effect on your health, not in terms of protein. So by the way, these other constituents of the food can have dramatic effects on your health that have nothing to do with the protein. So when we want to think about the foods that we consume for health, for well-being, for losing weight and gaining health, we need to think of the constituents of the food holistically, not as individual components, not as individual macronutrients or even individual micronutrients. Foods don't come that way. We got to think holistically of the food, the entire components of that food, and the effect of the food holistically on our health.